The man began poking the bottom of the boat with a dagger. He applied too much force and accidentally put a hole in the hull. When his teammates noticed, he quickly awkwardly used his foot to block the hole. At that moment, an enemy patrol boat approached. The group quickly disguised themselves as fishermen, and Jenny even put on a little fake mustache. But unexpectedly, the enemy insisted on boarding to inspect. To avoid being exposed, Pill immediately pretended to be fishing. However, due to nervousness, he accidentally flicked a worm onto the officer's hat. Seeing Pill's professional fishing skills, the officer didn't suspect anything. The officer then walked over to Jenny. Jenny took the fishing rod and swung it, but the rod flew off into the distance. Luckily, Jenny was quick on her feet and immediately pretended it was a scope with 8 times magnification, calmly gazing into the distance. The officer, possibly not very sharp, but didn't notice anything unusual. After confirming they were fishermen, the officer turned to leave, but when he looked back, he saw Jenny entering the women's restroom. The officer realized she was a woman disguised as a man, and the enemy immediately opened fire. Seeing this, the group also picked up their guns and fought back. A fierce battle broke out. Due to the overwhelming enemy firepower, Johnny ordered his teammates to retreat, staying behind alone to cover their escape. Jenny and the others immediately jumped into the water to escape. Johnny then charged into the ship's cabin, pulled out a machine gun, and began wildly firing at the enemy while standing in place. He shot continuously for a brief 2.5 years. The spent cartridges piled up into small mountains at his feet, almost burying him alive. Meanwhile, the enemy cooperated by lining up to be wiped out. But after running out of bullets, Johnny couldn't kill the officer standing just 3 meters away. Seeing this, Johnny ripped off a grenade and threw it over. It landed right in the officer's mouth. With a loud explosion, the enemy was completely wiped out. Johnny was also caught in the blast and sent flying into the air. When a few teammates finally surfaced from the water, they saw Johnny falling from 10,000 meters high and diving headfirst into the ground. They rushed to pull him out.